Welcome to Hiking with Glenn. Today at Catalina State Park. Old familiar grounds. Let's show you around. Haven't been on this trail since the fire a year and a half ago. Usually this had a lot of trees. This is the birding trail. We'll see. A lot of evidence of fire damage. A lot of weeds and grass. Still, the trail has a lot of footprints and trail runners, one coming at me. The trail's really good, but the scenery's got a lot more recovery. I can see some trees. This bench is here, didn't burn. It'll be interesting to get up on the top of this. Good thing about these parks, there's always benches. And the trail continues back that way, which I'm not doing today. We're gonna go this way. There's the wash you come through. There's the parking down there. You could see the burn area around. It'll take a couple more years. One thing Catalina State Park has is a lot of giant sorrels. There's a crested on the other side. I'll get over there, but look at that specimen. Beautiful. This birding loop, just a little loop. I'm off the ridge and back down through the wash. Be on the canyon loop pretty soon. I will admit there's a lot of people out here. I haven't shown them on video yet because I don't want to. Elderly, young people with dogs. And, you know, the trail doesn't have much appealing to it right now. Here comes two more. No, this thing's been burned. A lot of weeds, a lot of grass. Heavily used trail though. People have not given up on this. Okay, leaving the birding trail. Coming out and merging with traffic. Going into the canyon loop. This is what I call the social 2 miles. The dogs, the family, everybody. We'll go do it. Sunday on the canyon loop. Canyon loop's a 2 mile loop from the parking area. I'm going to take it around the Sutherland Trail. Okay, that way's Romero Canyon to Romero Pools, and the trail's closed at the pools, so you can't get to Romero Pass. This is the canyon loop. Here's a saguaro that didn't fare too well from the fire. Sad. One of the views that I really like right here. So many offshoot trails. I'll show you when I get closer. I'm not going that way. But there's a trail that goes up by that green rock and goes right underneath it and around to where I'm going to go later. Okay. So what's not on here is this is not a designated trail. Back where the trail splits off to go up to Romero Pass, you can come a little ways and sneak to the backside and come through this canyon. And this one goes around and follows this ridge line up right underneath that big green rock and goes to the hidden pools, which I'm sure there's no water right now. There's a bypass here for the horses. They're on that, and it meets up down there. I'm on this with all these steps. Well, when there's water flowing here, this little offshoot usually takes you to the sandy beach area. I'm gonna go out here, see what that looks like. Well, the area is ash run over. Definitely different terrain here with the rocks and the wash. And right over here, there's quite a bit of sandy beach there, so, but this is right by the trail. That other was a hidden area. Totally devastated. And a little water here. A couple groups with dogs up a couple tenths of a mile in some other areas like this. Pretty low. Okay, going up Sutherland Trail from the Canyon Loop, leaving the social combines of the dog park, the families, and getting into real hikes. Got quite a few stairs. There's that green rock you can go by, go underneath to get to where I'm going. But I'm going to go this way. Okay. Came up that group of stairs. And we'll come into our first bench on the Sutherland Trail. Second bench is where the turnoff is. There's a green rock. Well, I've been waiting for it. And right in the area where I always find it. Catalina State Park. Look at that beauty. Yeah. Totally give me warning. Yeah. Finally. 2021. Well, that was a treat. My first snake season. Of course, now I've got snakeitis everywhere I step. Is a possible snake. And we are in Catalina State Park, home of thousands of reptiles. And I'm sure there's more. This is where I found my desert tortoise. Be glad when we get out of this little grassy, rocky area. Well, let's hope they're all wide awake and ready to alert. There's that green rock, and I've come underneath that, come around, come through this drainage, and right back up to this trail here. Still got some good trees around here. Some shade. This way to that cliff face and back up in that canyon drops down into hidden pools. But I'm going to go this way. I don't know, 2/10, 3/10 of a mile. And see how not Dripping Springs is. This used to be all overgrown with these mesquites and vines, and it was a little hidden oasis, kind of rainforest, but not anymore. And Dripping Springs has a little water. Man, it's really changed because there was so much vegetation here. I used to come around and go back there. I'll let you listen to the water. You can barely hear it. It is dripping. I've climbed up this a couple tenths of a mile when it was like this or drier. It's not my gig. Off snack break, Dripping Springs at the base of it. Pretty dry. My hummus, crackers, liquid IV filled up, cold water. Relax a little bit here. And then we'll continue on. I think we can officially temporarily change the name of Dripping Springs to Trickle Springs. I don't even know what's less than a trickle. Maybe a seep? It's a little more than a seep. So Trickle Springs it is. Well, I don't often show people certain places. Not that people don't know about Dripping Springs, but we're leaving it. That canyon with those rocks goes way up there. You should see when the water's just flowing over that thing. All right. Now you're hiking with Glenn. Gotta traverse this little down into the drainage, cross, and go up over there, and get back to the Sutherland Trail and the bench. And back to the stairwell climb. This time though it's going down. Finish off this big canyon loop since I just come back from my out and back on the Dripping Springs Trail. Yeah, back on the loop. And the families and the people. Dad was asking the little girls if she was ready to leave. She said no, very loudly and demonstrative. Loved it. Okay, climb out of here. Last thing to do, visit the crested saguaro just off of this loop trail here in Catalina State Park. This is usually a trail, but I don't think it's getting any kind of love. At least the crested didn't get any fire damage. Oh, here's a nice skeleton. There's the crested. I'll go around the other side. Here's the view from the other side. Wasn't pretty getting up here. Who knows what kind of critters are in here, the weeds in the grass. This one didn't fare so well with the fire. Got a little burn damage towards the base, but it's intact. Back in the car, the end of the trail. A lot of people coming back. Well, thanks for watching. Hit subscribe and like if you will. Thank you.